Hi, this is Jonathan Benz coming to you today with a few thoughts on unexpected things from Live a Legacy, Spiritual Principles for Strategic Living. This chapter is probably a few weeks coming to you in terms of my thoughts on this chapter. Because the last several weeks I've had some unexpected things happen. And I won't go into all the details, but suffice it to say that this chapter really I've been having to live and walk out what I teach the last few weeks. You know, what do we do when unexpected things happen? What do we do when we're thrown a curveball? What do we do when we've made our plans, we've laid everything out for weeks, for months, and then suddenly something happens that's completely outside of our control? I've been thinking a lot about some of the things that you learn in Al-Anon, which is with addiction and alcoholism, we're taught you can't control it, you didn't cause it, you can't cure it, the 3 C's. I think that's just a good principle for all of life. There are things that happen in life that we didn't cause, that we can't control, and that we certainly can't cure. Oftentimes those things are done by other people, and the actions of others have consequences for us. In spite of that, I still believe that we do create our destinies. With every decision we make, every choice we make, everything that we do, we are living in our destiny. We're living in our purpose at that point. Whether it's our highest purpose, we're still living according to a purpose. So I know that I firmly believe that we have to stay on course, stay on track, but what do we do when unexpected things happen and unforeseen circumstances arise? And I have here 4 R's. The first one is remain fixed and determined. I know for me recently I've had to keep very focused, I've had to be very objective, I've had to be very unemotional and not allow my emotions to control my reactions, but instead respond objectively instead of react emotionally. Secondly, recall your priorities. I've gone back and I've said, okay, what is your primary purpose? What is it that you want to do? What is it that you feel called to do? And can you continue doing that given life's circumstances right now? The third thing is relate to others ethically. When things happen that are out of our control and when people do things that affect us directly that we cannot change, sometimes, or at least if you're like me, you want to respond emotionally and say X, Y, and Z, or 1, 2, and 3. These are the problems that I have with you, and this is how you've affected me. But you know what? We really need to treat others with respect and treat others ethically and maintain a professional demeanor. A colleague said to me a couple of weeks ago, I know that you will respond professionally because that's just who you are. Now, I don't know if he was manipulating me a little bit or if he really meant it, but you know what, it worked either way. Professionals act as they must, not as they feel. And so I want to encourage you with that today, that no matter what's going on in your life, keep it classy. Act with professionalism. Act with a sense of decorum. If you need to have a breakdown and go to people on the side and really vent, get it out. But when you're out and about, when you're with people, when you're with the public or you're in the workplace or wherever it is, keep it professional, keep it classy, because we must act as we're needed to and as situations required, not as we feel. We are not governed by our feelings alone. The fourth thing is, once you've done this, rise to your feet and move ahead. Don't be immobilized. Get on with your life. So you might, find it helpful just to go back to the things that you know that work and do them. Here's what I know for certain. Unexpected things will happen in life. I wish they didn't, but they do. How we respond in those temporary situations makes all the difference. That temporary situation might last a day, a week, several weeks, or several months, but how we act right now determines our future. So I want to encourage you today with that bit of news. Keep your primary purpose primary. Keep your passions before you. Live passionately. Live with your whole heart and with your whole mind. Heart and mind connected, not one over the other. And I will close with what Mikhail Gorbachev says here, and I quote him, when unexpected things happen, rise to your feet and go ahead. So no matter what you're going through, don't stay down, just get up and keep going. These thoughts were from chapter 14, Unexpected Things in Live a Legacy. I encourage you to look it up online, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or check out my website, jonathanbenz.com. Thanks for listening.